All right, what's up? It's your boy Logan, coming at you late with a presentation. So yeah, what I'm gonna talk about, I guess, is from this final presentation. It's gonna be mostly about number two or number one, my bad. So it's listening to the new millennium, particular sounds, audio effects, musical motives common to contemporary popular music. Um, so in that, that like hit me instantly because years ago I saw this really cool video and it was about the way pop music is being made nowadays and has been for a little bit since about late 80s. There's been this late 80s, I say early 90s because it's the millennial loop or whatever. But it's basically just a sequence of like words or notes, and it's basically just a up down up. And I'm not necessarily like the most musically inclined, knowing, knowledgeable wise, but it's a super cool little thing. Basically, it's like a familiarity thing. So music today has become less of like an experimental thing and more of like a set program, like how to make a hit. Like in the making of hits has actually become like very scientific to an extent, and it's hard to actually have people go big on like a completely creative project because of how the standard industry is done. So the millennial loop's been used in songs by like Rick Astley. It's been done in Maroon 5 songs, U2 songs, any of these large bands that have any type of like promotion through a major label or any type of performing rights organization. There you're gonna find like in those top 100, you're gonna find that millennial loop. And so like I really don't want to like sit here and play the video. I'm gonna do it just that way y'all can kind of hear what I'm talking about specifically, because I mean it's like a very like specific thing. So jumping into the video. It's literally so. Upon looking at that, basically what it is it's a fifth down to a third, back up to a fifth, and it's just a harmonic, I guess, is what you would call it. That has like a really nice sound that like people are able to hear and run with. So definitely think that's pretty cool. Aside from that, let's look at another part of this. So, dang, audio effects, I guess. Auto tune. We can just talk about auto tune, I guess, because everyone's auto tunes now, even like singers and vocalists, for the most part, in this like top 40 culture that we live in. They all wind up having some sort of filter put on their voice or something post production to make it sound crisper, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just like there was a time where people could actually sing, and if you couldn't, then that was it, and you couldn't just be sold as like a sex symbol or as like something like that. Like you couldn't be marketed. You had to actually have talent. So I think like the talent pool's like getting kind of stupid at this point because anybody can become a singer as long as you have a good producer behind you. Which I mean, if it's making jobs in the industry, I guess cool. That's whatever. But yeah, so like I don't know, the millennial loop and like just all these things, that way that like the new music of this new millennium's kind of like being like created. It's also artificial, and I mean me specifically, my music that I like is 100% computer based, artificial, and like it's just crazy to see how like the technology's grown, and like without the growth of the specific technologies like different DAOs and having the ability to have people across the country work together on different tracks and not even have to be in the same room. It really opens up the doors for all these different things that we can see. And while I think that there's a lot of room for stuff to like be better, I think that it's kind of like being oversaturated, and we're just seeing a lot of the same stuff, and we're not seeing anybody actually make anything new, and we're just seeing recreations, almost like in horror films, how like we can't have any type of original ideas, so like nothing's scary anymore. But I don't know, that's just me. But yeah, the millennial loop, super sick, check it out. Yeah.